We're very, very pleased to begin our journey this morning with healing and with a conversation about health and healing and just how it relates to our situation here, because the harms were not just for the enslavement era, but for everything that flowed from it. And health, the issue of health, health disparities, health inequities is one of those. And the person who's going to come and share with us, Dr. Akmal Muwwakkil, is one of the foremost persons in this country dealing with this very critical issue of health. His bio is there in your materials, but I always say that he is an expert in these issues, but he's also spiritual, but he's also sassy. He is just a very knowledgeable person on these issues, and he connects the dots between what was happening then and what is happening here, right here, now, today. Dr. Akmal Muwwakkil.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody?
Well.
And I used the wrong word. God's morning to me.
God's morning.
Okay. Because you know, good morning is about them whooping us and coming in the morning smiling and saying, how are you? I just whooped you last night. So we should think about that. Another word that we should think about is hang. You know, because we like to say, hey, I'm gonna hang out. That's detrimental to us. Because of the fact of that, we were hanging from trees. See, we have to understand words. I want to start this out this morning by asking questions. And so my first question is, what is health to you? My second question is, what is wellness? And my third question is, what is healing? So somebody tell me what health is about.
Wholeness.
Huh?
Wholeness.
She said wholeness. Come on with it.
Right.
Balance.
Well-being. Well-being.
Well-being. Physicality.
Joy.
Somebody said something.
Joy. Joy.
Joy.
Vitality.
Life. Right. So we have a somewhat definition of health. Health is about you. Okay? That's what health is. Health is about you. Wellness. What's wellness about?
Same thing.
Come on. Huh?
Same thing.
Living.
Community.
Creative disease.
Creativity. Right. Okay? Wellness is about how you interpret your health. Because if you don't interpret your health, then you can't have wellness. What is healing about? Ooh, that's the big boy.
That's repair.
That's
It's a process.
it's a process. That's when the God consciousness works through you so that you're stable. She said it. She said balance. Life is about balance. They took our balance when they took our ancestors. So we've been trying to figure it out all these years. Think about this. So here, I can take these glasses off because they're in my way. So here, in Greenwood, they utilized the community. They upset the balance, and they destroyed a civilization of people. You got 10,000 people that they
We don't know the actual number.
we don't know the actual number. Think about this. Put 4 people for each one of those people that they killed. Add that in. Okay? Then add in their children, their grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren. How many people did they slaughter? You see, we don't talk about that. Your DNA is from your grandparents, your great-grandparents. So we carry what they carry. Okay. And so we're dealing with what they left us. And what they left us was they left us not with disease, but with disharmony. Because if we understand how to get back to harmony, then we're able to get back to tranquility and definitely love. They taught us how to hate ourselves. So now, they got us in a situation where they're still killing us. We eating plastic food. We drinking drinks that upset our balance of our bodies. And we're just not liking ourselves. What's mental health about? I like to ask questions. See, because that keeps me straight. Oh, I need a timekeeper. Because, I'm long-winded. I did have a PowerPoint, but I'm not going to use it because God stepped in and said, yo, that ain't where you at. And so, I'm obedient. I'm a priest. So I had to be obedient. Because, man, when God whoop you, woo, woo. And I've been whipping with a extension cord and a board, but when God whoop you, oh my God, it ain't about, okay, it's all right. Now when God whoop you down, God said, I'm trying to tell you something, And so, what is mental health about?
It's about balance.
I hear a mumbling, I can hear.
It's about balance.
It's about balance. Any other people? Any other person? What's balance? What's about? Go ahead.
Clear thoughts to let God come through.
Clear your thoughts and let God come. Come on with y'all self. Come on.
Spiritual connection.
Spiritual connection.
Being healthy enough to walk in your purpose.
Okay. So just marinate that a little bit, okay? I'm going to get back to that because I want to talk about COVID first off. Because you remember when they talked about, what was the word they used? Where everybody would have immunity to it? Herd immunity. Thank you. Sometimes the brain go off. The thing is that we do have that, okay? We do have that. The issue is the factor that you have to understand your immunity. And I'm going to tell you before I leave how to straighten that out. Because those masks, think about this. You're breathing in carbon dioxide that kills oxygen. That's killing your blood. I'm treating people now for long-term COVID. The issue is that their liver is attacking their lungs. Now, back to my original statement was mental health. Okay, we can't heal if we don't deal with mental health first. So the first piece of that is this. How many people live inside of you?
All that came before.
Huh?
All who came before.
Okay. But they're the people you hold on to. how many people live inside of you? Well, I got a cadre sometime. I had to sit with the council and say, yo, listen, the people that live inside of you, let me stop. So, think about this. Every person you greeted this morning, right? Somebody different came out. Every person you met going from your house to here, right? A different person came out to deal with each person that you met. Right? You know, some of the people you see, you're like, oh Lord, let me go this way. And some of the people you say, hey, what's happening? Right? And then some of the people you say, I sure was, would you stop talking? And you just move slightly and where you going? The piece of that is, that's your mental health. Those people that live inside of you, that's your mental health. Because you're carrying on them other people. So our first rule of healing is to understand yourself. Because if you understand yourself, you then can begin to understand the world outside of you. But if you don't, then you're always going to keep on bumping your head. The piece of that is the fact that our mental health got destructed when they went and took peaceful people, enslaved them, and tried to kill them. Our power with the Europeans is the fact that they understand we are the healers. And especially you women. Especially you women. But it's about addressing the people that live inside of you first. See, because when you address those people that live inside of you, what happens? What happens now is the little microorganisms in your system, your cells, begin to function together. Cancer is because of the fact that we're not paying attention. That's what cancer is about. Cancer is about the fact that because we're not paying attention, that means that the heart is not able to maintain the balance of the spirit. The liver is not able to maintain the balance of how it breaks down the chemistries of your body to infuse your blood. Your lungs are not able to take the air and oxygenate your blood. And your stomach. Now, let me say this about the stomach. And if there's any doctors in the room, I ain't trying to beat y'all up. Your stomach is not here, okay? Next time you go to the doctor and the doctor tell you this your stomach, tell him, say, yo, don't lie to me. Because that's not your stomach. That's your small intestine. This is the most important part of your digestion. And that's what I want to talk about is digestion. Because when you digest the people that live inside of you, you're now able to digest everything that comes your way. Life is about digestion. Oh, I'm sorry. I used the wrong word. Sophisticatedly, we call it comprehension. It's digestion. So, if your small intestines is not able to assimilate the nutrients your cells die. So we need to understand the fact of that. And let me stop. How many chemists are in the room? Let me see your hands. I don't have one. I got 2, 3. I only got 3, 4. I only got 4 chemists in the room. Oh my goodness. Let me rephrase that, because sometimes you say some things and people it don't click right away. How many people, let me see your hands, how many people ate today? How many people ate yesterday? Let me go back to my question then. How many chemists are in the room? Let me see your hands. Everybody in this room is a chemist. Did you realize that? I know y'all ain't got no degrees from the school, but you are a chemist. In the power invested in me today, everybody in this room is a chemist. Y'all got y'all degree. Well, you can't walk across the stage, but it's all right. Okay? Always think about that when your elbow flex. I got this piece about your elbow. That dance, that elbow dance. Yeah. Always think about the fact that when you put that fork, spoon, or your hands with something in your mouth, you're dealing with chemistry. If your chemistry is off because your mind is off because of the fact of the people living inside of you, then your small intestines is not able to do its job. So then you call yourself starving. I grew up in the 50s. I don't want nobody to put their hands up who grew up in the 50s with me. But I grew up in the 50s. I don't want people to say, why are you calling me out like that? I grew up in the 50s. Right? Yeah, now, if you grew up in the 50s, the food was fabulous. You had fruits with seeds. Yeah. How many people in here didn't come from a seed? Oh, I guess everybody came from a seed. So then you should be eating foods that have seeds in them. Cucumbers, watermelons, pomegranates, cantaloupe, tomatoes. Tomatoes not a vegetable. It's a fruit. Any food that has a seed is a fruit. So now, oh Lord, now you can't mix that with a vegetable. Bad combination. You just created a chemical piece. You see? And so when you start looking at it in that manner, you're looking at the factor of imbalance in the chemistry. Did you realize that we shouldn't drink and eat at the same time? My mother slapped me up the side of the head one time. I picked up some water. She said, boy, what's wrong with you? Why you drinking that damn water? And I'm like, wow. Because I wasn't conscious of it. The reason we drink water is because we don't chew our food. We a gulping society. Come on, y'all know that. Y'all been sitting at the banquet with your peoples, and you turn your head and talk to this person over here, and the food didn't come, and you ain't touched yours, and that person ain't touched theirs because y'all talking. But this person over here, the vacuum cleaner turned on. You turn around, and the person's food gone. They get ready to go for seconds. We a gulping society. Slow down. Eat foods slowly. Chew your food 32 times. Do not drink the water, and especially cold water, because you shut your digestive system down. Life is about digestion. So you shut your digestive system down, and when you shut your digestive system down, what happens? What begins to happen is constipation, diverticulitis, diarrhea. All of those kinds of things that happen. Acid reflux. Acid reflux is amongst us. And it's because of the fact that the liver, more emotions, that the liver is attacking your stomach. The energy of your stomach is to go down. The liver's job is to make sure everything there is smooth. Your body runs smooth. If the liver is not able to do that, then it starts to kick things around like a bull in a china factory. See? In Western medicine, they say, oh, your liver, okay, we'll take care of your liver. In Chinese medicine, oh no, it's not just about your liver. Your liver is married to your gallbladder, which is the parents of your heart, your small intestines, and which is a child of your kidneys. So there's a connection, and we call it the organ network. And you want that to work well. You want that to be able to break down the vitamins and minerals, enhance your immunity, so that your body now functions to its optimum. We have to make sure that the foods that we're eating, in terms of reparations, there should always be a health component. Should always be a health component. I don't care where you live at in this country, outside of the country. Health should be part of that. Tuskegee experiments. The birth control experiments. Oh yeah. As well as the sterilization. You see? When we start to deal with health, we have to move into those realms. We can't eat the same foods as Europeans. Your body's different. Your digestive tract's different. I started this journey in 1975. That's when I first put an acupuncture needle in someone. My whole balance of life changed. Because before that, my life was terrible. Health was bad. I wear glasses now because I'm 75 years old and my eyes are starting to get a little this. But before, I used to wear Coke rims when I was 20 years old, because of all the dirt that was in my blood. So over the years, I cleaned that up. And now I can do some things that people 25 years old can't do. You see. Your blood is the powerhouse to your healing. It has all the organelles, it has all the cells, mitochondria. And, I'm glad in this day and age that we got the internet and they're talking about food and what to eat and what not to eat. Be careful of food combining. I just told you, you a chemist. You can go onto my website, and I'll give that to you. You can go onto my website, and you can extract foods for each season. Okay? Because our ancestors ate foods in season. They ain't no food from Guatemala, Mexico, or any of them other places. It was like local, right here. We should be eating foods within 100 miles radius of where we live. So that what happens is that we get the nutrients that we need. If you're a vegan, wonderful. The issue with that is if you have old blood, what happens now is that now you have to put different kind of nutrients in because of the fact that your old blood needs more nutrients for that hydrochloric acid, more protein for that hydrochloric acid in your stomach. Oh, I didn't tell you where the stomach was. I run in my mouth. Your stomach is right here. That's where your stomach is. On this side, you have your liver and your gallbladder. Your spleen, your stomach, your pancreas is here. Your large intestines starts here. It comes up to here, comes across, and it comes down. This is where it goes into the anus. This piece here, if that's protruding, that tells me this. Well, let me stop. What's the biggest disease, not disharmony, disease in this country?
Sugar.
Nope. Nope. Huh? Nope. Nope. Nope.
Hypertension.
Go ahead, tell
She's like, the biggest disease that we have in this country is called malnutrition. Yeah. I was told that what I'm about to say I shouldn't say, but I'm going to say it and I get smacked up in the head afterwards. There are no fat people in the world. There are people that is full of, thank you God, waste. You know? That's what that is. Yeah. Because if you see this poking out, that means that your body is not absorbing the nutrients from the foods that you're eating. And check this out. This hidden fact that most people don't know. Shh, don't tell nobody I told you, okay? Your bowels ain't supposed to smell. You ain't supposed to go into the bathroom and then put a sign on the door said, do not use for 30 days because we got to do reconstruction. Listen, I grew up in a house like that. Pop said, don't go in there, you die. And you know, it'd be like, wow, you know, and you crack that door and you say, woo, gee, whiz, boy. And you know, if you fart, can I use that word in the church? but if you ever fart and you try to get in front of it, somehow that stench just come around here and you walk right through it. Yeah, that's nasty. That's because your body's nasty. Your body's showing you that it's nasty. How many gorillas, deer, do you know that have cancer? Why don't they have cancer? We got cancer. Why don't they don't have cancer because of the fact that they're eating foods that's proper, in their proper combination, and they're eating foods that's giving them nourishment. So, now I'm gonna put y'all to work. Ooh, Lord, look at here. So, probiotics, go to the health food store and get probiotics. The probiotics that I suggest to my patients is called PB8. They're in the refrigerator. Your small intestines needs that. When your small intestines is protruding, you don't have the lactobacillia and you don't have the microbiome that's going to be healthy for you. Because this, from here, that's what leaks into your blood to the point where now they call it the leaky gut syndrome. That's the first thing you should do. Second, I want to see people's hands. How many people in this room, maybe I better not because somebody might get embarrassed. How many people in this room have sugar cravings? I'm going to tell you how to get rid of sugar cravings real quick. Real quick. Sugar cravings telling you that you're suffering from malnutrition. That's the first thing. Second, y'all need to write this recipe down because I'm about to give it to you. You're going to take an 8-ounce glass and you're going to take a tablespoon of steel, S-T-E-E-L, cut oats. And you're going to put it in a glass. You're going to then take distilled water, not alkaline water, not spring water, distilled water. That's what you should be drinking, is distilled water, because it has a pH balance of 7. Distilled water, okay? And fill the glass. Set it on the kitchen table or on a counter overnight. Put a cover over it so nothing falls in it or nothing crawls in it. In the morning, strain the water and drink it. Now, if you want to eat your oats, you can. You'll find that the sugar cravings go away.
For how long?
Okay? You're going to have to do that on at least a consistent basis for about 3-4 days, and it's going to balance out because of the fact of the chromium in there. If you're diabetic, the same thing. I got 5 minutes, so I want to do a couple of things. One, okay, yeah, I'm about to do that. That's why I stopped. So, our lungs and our large intestines, that means we need to get the bowels out and more air in. I'm going to show you some points that you can use, okay? Now, I can't do that and hold the mic. If I can get somebody hold the mic, thank you, my dear. Okay, so, on your hand, right here, that's a lung. Your lung meridian starts here, and it comes down through here to your thumb. If you take your thumb and do this, okay, get up in there. Don't press it lightly. Press that bad boy like you pressing that gas pedal on your car. You know, you're flying down the street. So press it just like this here. That's it. Okay? Now, sometimes you can do it this way. But get up in there. That's your lung. Your large intestines is here.
So what does that do?
So what this does is it opens up your lungs. It clears your throat. Okay? So that if you got stuff stuck in your throat, it clears your throat. Okay? And it helps the expansion of the lungs. Muwwakkil, which is here, okay? Go all up in there like this here. That's it. Get up in there. Get up in that joint. That's it. That's your bowels. That's your large intestines. You know, you hear all that grumbling in here. Yeah, which is called bugging me. What happens with that is that this here controls here, your intestinal tract. It controls your head. You got a headache? Powerful. You got pain anywhere in the body? That's the piece to go to. Okay? You got diabetes. Okay? You want to do a couple of things. One of them is that if you come right here, this is the sternum, where the breastplate comes together. You take your fingers like this here, and you stick them right in there, and you move them around. You'll hear this gurgling and all of that. That's going to start to get so that digestion happens. The duodenum is here, which is the connection between the small intestines and the stomach. It's right in here. This is good for digestion. You got bowel issues. You got issues that, acid reflux, anything of that nature, this is where you go. Okay? Now, to make sure that you maintain that balance with your mind, you're going to take your thumb and stick it in your ear. You're going to take, now, let me stop, and this is not to be disrespectful to you, what I'm about to do. This finger here, that's the heart finger, okay? We done been told it's something else, but that's the heart finger, because it starts with the pericardium, which encases the heart. And it starts here, and it comes up, and it comes straight through here like this. So you're going to stick your finger in your ear. You're going to take this finger and stick it right up on your head. Right straight after your ear. Right there. Right here, that's called byway. What you're going to do is you're going to do this. This is going to help to get rid of this is going to help you with mental clarity. There's 2 points for mental clarity. It's this one, and then I'm going to turn my back to you. And then it's here. Okay, this also gets rid of headaches, psychiatric issues, and issues that will have to do with the mind. I'll take questions.
So when you were doing finding the point on your hands, you were using your left hand. Is it the same on left and
It
right?
is. It is. Thank you for that. It is. Now, you know, it's real interesting because when I grew up, there was a church on this corner. There was a liquor store on this corner. As life evolved, there was a church on this corner. There was a liquor store on this corner. There was a greasy spoon on this corner. Y'all know what a greasy spoon is, right? Huh? Okay. Now we're looking at the church, the greasy spoon, the liquor store, the dialysis center. Okay? We got too many people on dialysis. My thesis was on diabetes. I wrote, and I turned it into a book that's called Sweet Mysteries of Life, a handbook for naturally healing diabetes mellitus, because of the fact that too many people were coming to see me that had diabetes. Diabetes is not a death sentence, just like COVID ain't a death sentence. You see, they got us because, oh, I'm sorry. they got us because of the fact that the pharmaceutical companies understand it. You ain't nothing but a test tube for the drug industry. People who grew up in my era, we saw drugstores. Well, you know, they said that you got to quit pushing drugs. So let's call it a pharmacy. It's a drugstore. They're still pushing drugs. And if you're over 50, oh my God. You're an experiment. Get away from the drugs. I haven't taken drugs in over 50 years. When I became conscious of what that was, I have a whole room that's got nothing but herbs in it. And so as I close, any questions? I got 2 minutes.
Can you get the recipe again?
Okay, so you want the recipe again? It's steel cut oats put into a 8-ounce glass, pour distilled water, cover it, put it on the counter. In the morning, strain it, drink the water. You want to eat the oats, you can eat the oats.
How much oats?
Tablespoon. Okay? All right. So,
Can you talk about what we ate during the slavery era versus what we eat now, how that affects it?
so I'm going to try and do this in a half a minute. So, do you realize that the foods that we ate or our ancestors ate, we still eat them? Okay. We have to move away from that. Okay. Because of the fact that that's what's killing us. We ate all of that. We made them into delicacies. So delicate that the Europeans came in to eat it. Someone said, I saw a video the other day, I ain't mention no names, that we ain't supposed to eat rice. Rice didn't come out of Africa. Rice came out of Africa. My mother was a Jamaican Ibaye. And did I eat rice every day? You know? So we have to begin to eat foods that are different. You know? We got to get away from the fried chicken. We got to get away from the cheese. And y'all know about that government cheese. Oh, did I step on something? You know? Yeah. Few of y'all people up in here know about that government cheese. Okay? That was cheese that never melted. It You know, that cheese never melted. I don't care what you did to that cheese. That cheese never melted. Okay?
What about a sauce craving?
Oh, okay. Salt craving. Salt, thank you. Each craving that you have has to do with one of your organs. Salt has to do with your kidneys. Now, let me say this here. Your kidneys is a powerhouse of your life because your kidneys have to do with conception, gestation, pregnancy, delivery, maturity, aging, and death. Your kidneys are the foundation of your DNA, which your DNA is lodged in your bones. The best time for you to deal with your DNA is summer and winter. Okay, those are the two best times to deal with that. If you're taking in sea moss, summer and winter are the best times to do that. If you take it in spring and fall, add grasses to it, like wheatgrass, barley grass, because of the fact that those are grass seasons. This is a water season. This is a season, actually it's a season of fire, but because of the sea in the summertime, this makes it that season.
Just wondering if you would share your website information.
Oh, yes. The website is www.DrAkmalSpeaks.net. Dr. Akmal Speaks. .net.
Real quick.
.com. I'm sorry, .com.
We're reparations in health, and so one of the issues, are we looking to push more pharmaceuticals, or can we introduce the fact that they are killing us and not put reparations like we want more of what they've already given us? Can we get traditional stuff? That's my question.
So the question was should reparations still use pharmaceuticals, or should we begin to look at natural methods? I would say look at natural methods. I would say don't stop your Medicaid. This is what I tell my patients. Okay. I've got colleagues that say, yeah, stop that and do this. No. If you're taking pharmaceuticals, you have to wean yourself off those pharmaceuticals as you begin to add something new into the system. What did I say? You're a chemist. Pharmaceuticals is chemistry. Okay. If you deal with herbs, minerals, and vitamins, which are called micronutrients, you should do them 5 days a week. And I tell my patients, Monday through Friday and Saturday and Sunday, don't take them. Why? Because when they build up into your system, they can cause you to have issues. Okay? When you're dealing with it naturally, what's going to happen is it's going to go to a point where it seems like it's getting worse. It's not. That's called the healing crisis. Understand that. So that in a day or so it will change and all the things will become well again. But the piece of that is the fact that you should be in reparations. In reparations is about reparations of health. Because if you don't deal with health, they can give us all the money in the world. But if you sick, you can't spend it. You want to give it to me, I'll take it. But you can't spend it. Take care of your health. Your health, as I conclude, your health is your wealth. Okay? Be well, enjoy your life as you peacefully